evening. Welcome to another episode of the McGonigal podcast. I apologize ahead of time for what you're going to see. Believe me, it's not in good taste. It never is. But here we go. What the hell? I'm excited tonight because I have two of my favorite joke writers are here. On my right, the host of the Rees podcast, Steve Rees is here. Thanks for coming, Steve.
You're welcome, man.
And on my left, the great comic and host of the Weekday Comics podcast is Dave Primiano. Woo! We got a great show.
All right, we did it.
Glad to be here, yeah.
Let's wrap it up. No, it's great. It's great to have you guys here. I'm so glad you guys came out. And we're going to have stupidity for an hour. Which it should be. That's my goal. If we can just do an hour of stupidity, it's beautiful.
All right, let's hit the goal.
It's my specialty.
There you go. Well, you're not going to be canceled, Adam. I'm positive. You're not going to be canceled. All right, last week, Memorial Day weekend, they pretty much had a riot on the Wildwood Boardwalk. My question is, where would you rather go on vacation, the Wildwood Boardwalk or Beirut? Steve? What do you think?
Well, this time of year, obviously Beirut.
Beirut,
Yeah.
the burgers aren't quite as good as the bikinis, but you'd probably be more safe. Dave, would you have a preference between maybe Ukraine, maybe the Ukraine or the Wildwood Boardwalk?
Where is Beirut? Which one is that? One of the ones where I have to kind of cover up some of my more Semitic features,
yeah,
or
well, that's true. I should
because at Wildwood,
yeah.
they're tolerant people there, have no prejudices.
I don't have tolerant there on Wildwood. I've seen people getting beat up because they took too long ordering ice cream. I don't know about it, but I mean,
okay, well, no one. I'm not okay with hating people for how they were born, but if they grow into a person that takes too long to order ice cream.
And why would it take you way longer to walk across the sand than it does anywhere in the Middle East? So I think you're much safer if you go to the Ukraine or Afghanistan than Wildwood. I mean, Wildwood's the last place you want to go. I can't imagine. I mean, when's the last time you went Wildwood, Steve?
Oh, probably a couple of years ago.
And you lived to tell about it? There was no beatings?
I did. Actually, I think it was during the pandemic, so it was very
there you go. Everybody,
it was the right time.
All the carjackers were wearing masks. It was nice down in Wildwood during the pandemic. Everybody, all the muggers stood 6 feet away when they stuck a gun on you. It was nice. I thought it was one of the nicer things ever to happen in Wildwood. I had to get back down there during the next time. As soon as the bird flu gets worse, we'll have to head down Wildwood. It'll be nice and safe down Wildwood to live. Did you guys happen? Go ahead.
Can't wait for that bird flu. Yeah.
Did you happen to see last night what happened to Caitlyn Clark?
Of course I did.
Caitlyn Clark got bodied. I mean, she just got smoked on court by an opposing player. My question is, what do you think is more dangerous, being Puff Daddy's girlfriend or being a white girl in the WNBA? I mean, being a white girl in the WNBA, you're in big trouble. I mean. And they didn't even call a flagrant foul.
They did today.
Oh, they did today,
which means
nothing.
Right.
Yeah,
that's great. But she's in big trouble, Caitlyn Clark. I wouldn't. A white girl's better off walking down the streets of Harlem than playing in the WNBA. I mean, I don't see how she's going to make it.
I love it personally.
You love that she's getting knocked around?
Not the racism, I guess.
Not just the violence.
But it's the same thing they did to Jordan. He was like, "Hey, this is my league now," and then they beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's true. He had to have Charles Oakley as his bodyguard. Yeah, which tells you how the NBA is. That Charles Oakley is the voice of reason. He's calming things down. It tells you where the NBA was in the '80s.
He's still his bodyguard.
Yeah, I think Caitlyn Clark, she's in big trouble. If she was dating 50 Cent or Puff Daddy, she'd be safer than she is in the WNBA. I don't know how much longer she's going to make it.
I don't know. I think if she maybe retires for a month and then they have to go back to riding mopeds between arena to arena, they'll okay, let's bring her back. We'll treat her nice.
Do a great joke about the WNBA. What was that one joke you used to do?
Oh, it was kind of killed by Family Guy years later.
Okay.
It was basically that was big game WNBA, very exciting. Final score was 73 to I'm sorry. 7-3.
Didn't you say they took the ball and baked it in a pie? Wasn't that your closer?
Possibly. That sounds right. That sounds right. But it was a real press-on nail-biter nonetheless.
Yeah, ever since Caitlyn Clark, they're up to like 5-6 viewers now on Sunday afternoon. They're rolling with Caitlyn Clark.
Now, do we know that assault, I guess you would call it, the foul was racially motivated?
Oh, is anybody admitting it? No, nobody's admitting it.
But that's the general consensus.
Well, I mean, it's. But seeing how nobody watches the WNBA, it's like a mugging in North Philly. Nobody saw anything. You know, no snitches get stitches.
And no witnesses.
No witnesses. There's more witnesses on the Broad Street subway than there are watching a WNBA game on television.
I don't know. I just felt bad. What was the View host that said she had white and pretty privilege? And I was just like, that's going to get her far more bullied than anything that fucking happens on the court. Can I curse? I'm sorry. I didn't ask ahead of time.
And I don't know about the definition of pretty because I've seen Caitlyn Clark.
That's
so
what
I'm
I'm
not so
saying.
sure about
Yeah.
that. I'm not so sure about that.
I'm not saying she's ugly. There's like a whole chasm in between pretty and ugly.
Yeah,
And
then she's falls smack dab in the middle of that chasm.
But calling her pretty is a great way to get her called ugly by a lot of the internet. I'd rather get body checked on a court than have a View host call me pretty.
Yeah, while you're making hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
In baseball, you're not allowed to hit the catcher anymore, but you're allowed to hit Caitlyn Clark in the middle of baseball. There's more violence on her than there is any quarterback in the NBA because there's a 15-yard penalty. Caitlyn Clark, there's no protection for. Tom Brady never got hit that hard in his life that she got hit.
I love it. They're bringing back 80s basketball. Hard fouls, short shorts, underhand free throw shots.
Yeah, but
if they do that.
The guys in the NBA in the 80s were way more attractive than the women in the WNBA. There's no Cornbread Maxwell was prettier than all these girls in the WNBA. I can tell you that. There's no way. There's no way. I was talking about the Shore. Did you guys see the video with Jason Kelsey and his wife?
Yes.
You guys see that video?
I have not.
Steve doesn't have high speed, apparently.
I get my news from your show, Ed. So.
But him and his wife were out, and some drunk woman wanted a picture, and they declined the picture. So they were trying to drive away, and she's beating on the car, demanding a picture. So Kelsey's wife got in her face. Tell me you wouldn't rather fist fight Jason Kelsey than that wife. That wife looks like if you're going to be killed if she fights you. She doesn't play her. I mean, you see that finger? Did you see where he was standing? He's like 10 feet away because he's been on the end of that finger many times. So he just got the hell out of the way. I thought she was going to kill that girl. Did you see it? I
did see. I saw. Yeah, he had that kind of walk that's like, oh boy, here we go
she
again.
Goes again, boy. Just like when the kids sneak ice cream. Here we go. Here we go. Just like when I have too many beers. Here we go. She was right in this girl's face. I mean, I thought that girl was going to be dead.
And rightfully so.
No,
we don't need, leave
two
people alone.
subjects.
Let them eat their food.
And now we get back to back with women on women violence. And we're doing the opposite of domestic violence here on the Ed McGonigal podcast. It's awesome. But Steve, you got to start watching more viral videos. You got to watch more viral. This is America, for Christ's sake. Yeah. If you're not watching viral videos, what kind of a patriot are you, for Christ's sake?
If you're not getting your news from X, are you even informed?
Exactly right.
I like that you called it X because what I see a lot of and hear a lot of is people saying, I saw this on X, formerly Twitter. Like, if you have to say that it used to be Twitter, then it's not an effective name change.
I'm still calling it Twitter. I'm too old to change. I resist all change. I still call Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lou Alcindor. I resist all change. I don't like it. I resist all change. Did you see what the new story that came out in North Korea this week? North Korea was sending balloons full of human shit over to South Korea to crash and to land on South Korea. Balloons full of human shit. Now tell me you wouldn't love to do that to an enemy, like a coworker or a neighbor, just balloons full of human shit. You wouldn't. How great would that be? And I'm mad that John Kensil never thought of this. He must be beside himself that he never thought of this prank.
Is it my shit or someone else's?
Either way,
it makes a difference.
You're bombing your enemy with human shit. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I just think I'm glad that we have the plot for Squid Game season 2 now. I was worried it was just going to be a rehash of the first season.
Somebody's always stealing your parking space, or your neighbor who doesn't cut his lawn. This is fantastic. I mean, what's his name? Kim Jong-un. He might be a communist, but you got to admire his style. You got to admire his flair.
And he looks like he takes some healthy shits too.
Oh, but can you imagine the middle-aged Asian guy, the shits they take? When I heard that, I said, that's beautiful. Johnny Knoxville's got to hire this guy as a consultant next year, for Christ's sake. Balloons full of human shit. Can you imagine? I'm sure if Hitler, I can't believe Hitler didn't think of that. That's unbelievable.
Real inside the box thinker, that Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler was way too
no imagination at all.
Hitler was way too restrained, just bombing people and what do you no imagination? I mean, Mussolini had no creativity whatsoever. Now one balloon full of human shit. These guys they call themselves dictators. And I'm embarrassed for Ted Bundy that he never thought of that, for Christ's sake.
There was a lot of human shit in the last seconds of Mussolini, though, weren't there?
Oh, yeah. When they brought the knife out, he saw what they were going to cut. Yeah, I guarantee he shit himself. Mussolini took a shit on that. But that is fantastic. But look, when you don't see that debate, two politicians, here comes a balloon full of shit coming over.
Yeah, all this time I was worried that I missed the golden age of dictators. Or the brown age of dictators.
The brown age of dictators. I can't believe, Putin's going to be doing that next week in the Ukraine. And I'm sure, that's, how did nobody think of this before? It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Nobody, especially our friend John Kensil. He's got every kind of prank. There's no prank he hasn't pulled on somebody. And he didn't think of this. He's
driving around with a car full of wid shit.
Yeah, and he came in. Now he's got to go get balloons at the party store.
How does that end up? What's the goal, man, for that?
To smite your enemy. What do you mean?
Yeah,
shit on your enemy. I guess it's better than that.
It's inconvenient for the victims, but it doesn't win a war.
It's saying it's.
I don't know. I would be pretty pissed. I'd rather you drop a bomb on me than human shit. I really would. I wouldn't. I mean, hit me with a hydrogen bomb. I don't want human shit on me.
Yeah, I like it. It's good to see someone doing something out of hatred than greed. Like Putin and Netanyahu aren't going to do that because they want to live in the area. He's just like, no, I'm happy with the North Korean territory. I just don't want you to have nice things.
Hamas was going to do that, but they didn't realize balloons were invented yet. Hamas, ISIS never heard of balloons, but what balloon? They're still throwing rocks. So.
Yeah, they heard something you have to blow up.
Balloons
was the last thing on their mind. That's for sure.
It certainly isn't going to be balloons if they're blowing something out. Imagine if you strap. I wonder how many virgins you get if you strap balloons to yourself. Do you get any virgins? I mean,
not like the right kind of virgins. Those are the ones. Yeah, those are the ones that show up to a costume party.
Oh, that guy. He might be a communist dictator. He might kill people, but you gotta enjoy that. I mean, he should get his own show, like on a streaming service. All kind of pranks.
I think he has all the shows on North
Korean TV. I imagine he does. And the best thing is when they talk about him, they say you don't want him to die because his sister is really mean. I mean, how much meaner? He's starving people. How much meaner could his sister be? And they always say, "Oh, I hope he doesn't die. His sister's worse." Really, his sister is worse? Worse than a guy who's starving his own people? What does she do? What is she up to? Worse than a guy starving his own people.
Well, in fairness, he's not going to be able to starve his own people if he wants to continue with this offensive program.
He needs them to eat so they can shit.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a great point. He's in a quandary. How can I keep starving and producing human shit at the same time?
Now they just have a healthy diet of prunes and light beer.
I saw that. I said, "Oh man, don't tell me there's no upside to communism." When I saw that, I said, "Come on."
The immaturity of it.
It's fantastic.
Well, at least we know what to do to the Capitol building this year, this time around. If we don't like who's elected,
somebody's got to be doing it soon. It's ridiculous. Somebody has to be doing that. Speaking of which, speaking of old dictators, the Pope was in the news this past week. I don't know if you saw this. Pope was accused of making a gay slur behind closed doors. They said he used the word faggot behind closed doors. I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if the Pope was becoming like a shock comic, like Pope Dice Francis? What is you, a homo? Oh! That would be hilarious, the Pope. Mary Magdalene, that whore. The Pope just dropping a hickory dickory dock. The Pope just throwing around slurs. People would start going back to mass finally. That would finally get people back to church. That's great, though. The Pope said fag. I'm surprised an old guy like him said faggot. He didn't say some kind of, he actually knew the word faggot.
I'm surprised he was speaking English.
The Pope, they say he knows like 9 languages. What if he knows the word faggot in all 9 languages? That would be awesome.
Is this the German Pope?
No, he's from Argentina.
Oh, same thing.
No, the German Pope, he retired.
I don't know.
Well, no, there are similarities.
Yeah.
There's
one connector.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Pope Benedict. He was the first German ever to give up power. Nobody could believe it. He said, the German giving up power? What did he do?
No, he just relocated that power to Argentina. Yeah.
This is why I wanted these two guys on here. See,
tale as old as time.
But that would be great if the Pope just went around slowing people. That would be so funny. That would be hilarious. If the Pope gets fined by the FCC. They had to put a warning when the Catholic masses on TV. TV 17. The Pope's coming on.
Is this the first Pope to acknowledge Pride Month, though?
Did he acknowledge it? If he calls saying faggot acknowledge it, I guess he did. Yeah, I guess.
We assume that's what the that was the context of the conversation that led to the
Pride Month again. All those faggots. That's what he said. Yeah, that's the best. God knows what. Imagine what else he must have said behind closed doors. Faggot. Jesus, can you imagine?
I mean, as long as he's just saying stuff, he's better than what other priests are doing behind closed doors, though.
Well, that's true. Of all things behind closed doors, that's probably the most respectable any priest ever did behind closed doors. Yeah, you got a great point. I can't argue with that. Holy mackerel.
Sorry, did I bring this to a screeching halt mentioning child molestation?
No. The priest playing grab ass is always funny. That's always a great part of comedy. Anytime you get a comedy show can squeeze in the priest and grab ass, that's hilarity right there. I always in favor of it. I'm in favor. There's the thing with a priest, you're getting down
joking about it. You're in favor of joking about it.
Here's the thing with it. Well, on a microphone, sure. But here's the thing with a priest. You're kneeling down in front of a priest with your mouth open. You talk about something dangerous. You talk about something taking your life in your own hands. Kneeling down in front of a priest with your... And I saw that Kennedy picture over there for insulting the Catholic Church.
I think there's Kennedys doing more to insult him.
Well, that's the whole thing I did last week about how you get the Robert F. Kennedy Jr. got kicked out of the Kennedy family. How could you get kicked? Look at all the things that went on, and he got kicked out of the Kennedy family.
Well, they got to draw a line somewhere.
That's where they draw the line. He didn't like needles. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, no. Sure, you can drive your girlfriend into a lake and not call the cops for 10 minutes, but needle, wait a minute. You can lobotomize your own daughter and stick her in an institution, but you're saying no to a vaccine? We have standards here. You're your father wiretapped Martin Luther King. You're a vaccine denier, for Christ's sake. They can't allow that. That's the worst thing they can allow. You guys see last week another viral thing, Stephen worried. Another viral. Bryce Harper did a prom-posal for a kid.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that either?
I've heard about this. I haven't seen it.
A kid who lives near Bryce Harper knocked on his door and asked him, "Hey, would you ask my girlfriend to go to the prom? Do the prom-posal." And Bryce did. He drove the kid over to the girl's house, knocked on the door. Now I'm thinking, how funny would it be if on prom night the girl gets pregnant and her family sued Bryce Harper? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. He's whatever happens, he's responsible.
It's true.
The kid gets stink finger or whatever the kid gets on prom night. Bryce Harper's now responsible. You got to be careful. You can't just go around helping teenagers out.
I mean, that's probably who she's thinking about anyway in the moment of conception, right?
When the kid bangs her, I guess she will be thinking about Bryce Harper.
You can't bring a baseball player around your potential prom date. If she gets pregnant, it will be Bryce Harper's.
That's what I say. In the old days, Pete Rose would have knocked on the door and he would have asked if he could take the girl to the prom.
In the old days, he'd do it today.
Yeah. Well, he would. Yeah. That's quite true, isn't it? Yeah, Pete would do that. But, I mean, I don't know. Is there anybody, what athlete would you think would be the worst at asking for a prom-posal? Who would you think would be the worst?
Lawrence Taylor.
Draymond Green. You wouldn't want Draymond Green knocking on somebody's door, that's for sure.
That's true.
But Dikembe Mutombo with a no. You wouldn't want that. That's for sure. Or the Japanese guy, he'd bring his interpreter, and then the interpreter would steal money off the girl's family. So that's no good.
You were supposed to say, "Will you go to prom with me?" Not give me money.
So that's no good.
The meter's running.
You're one of these people who says to prom and not to the prom.
Did I?
You said go to prom. Yeah.
I never got down the lingo. I never went.
I think people say that nowadays.
People say that now, but when did that start and why?
Probably sometime in the 90s, I think. But I know people do say it that way, go to prom.
I've heard it. It never sounds right to me.
It's prom. It's no more the prom. I've noticed that. Yeah, the people. Not that I ever went to a prom either. Who the hell? Imagine some poor girl had to go with me to a prom. That would have been. She would have probably shot herself. She would have went down in a bunker like Hitler and shot herself. She had to go to a prom with me.
Oh boy,
that'd have been a memorable prom then.
It would have been. It would have been more memorable than Carrie. There's no question about that. But that would be hilarious if something happens at the prom and Bryce Harper gets blamed. I'm actually kind of rooting for that. Would that be the one the Phillies are all ready to win the World Series and he gets arrested? Blows the whole thing?
Well, wouldn't that just be the luck, huh?
Knowing Phillies fans, that would be just the luck. Just the type of luck Phillies fans have. And then Jason Kelsey's, his wife is going to chaperone the prom. Any boy gets handy, she's going to be in his face pointing fingers. Tough Mrs. Kelsey. I hope that Taylor Swift doesn't come for dinner, for Thanksgiving dinner, and say something, or Mrs. Kelsey's going to be right in her face. You better watch her P's and Q's. Jason's wife. Taylor probably shit herself when she saw that video. Oh, Christ, I'm not going to that house. I'm not going over there for Christmas. This crazy woman.
That's assuming they're actually dating is more real life.
You think that's a? You think that's a?
I don't know. Has it run its course yet on how because I guess they need every time the Chiefs fuck up, she's like, okay, we have to extend Taylor's contract.
Well, they won back-to-back Super Bowls, so she's sticking with them.
I know, but then you had the guy hit and run.
Oh yeah, the guy on the highway.
And then you had the kicker that had the audacity to believe in God.
Yeah, the Catholic guy who acted Catholic, he had some balls on him. And how dare you act Catholic when you're Catholic?
One of them just admitted to animal cruelty, too.
Oh, boy.
Well, he probably got a big contract like Michael Vick. He got a big contract with beating.
Now, you think it's a PR stunt?
Maybe. Why not?
I don't really think that, but it does smack of one in the sense
it would be hilarious if it was.
It seems like a way for the NFL to get women to watch the NFL.
Yeah. It's just good timing. I mean, it happened like Andy Reid's son runs his car into a family. Let's bring Taylor Swift in. Nobody gives a shit about that anymore.
Andy Reid should have had Harrison Butker talking to his kids and keep them in line. Yeah. that was the problem. Harrison Butker wasn't around to straighten Reid's kids out. That's the problem. See what happened with Taylor Swift, though? She tried to buy dinner for the Chiefs players and coaching staff, and Andy Reid's appetizer was $18,000, Susan. So she regrets that. She has to do 6 more concerts to pay for it. That was not smart on her part. Not smart on Taylor's part. I don't know.
No, definitely not.
See, we had a national tragedy was announced last week. Red Lobster is closing.
No.
Red Lobster. Now, here's the thing. If a guy wants to take his baby mama out for a classy night, where's he going to go now? There's no more Red Lobster.
I know. They got rid of Fuddruckers too, right?
I mean...
I
know they're just getting over that in certain neighborhoods. Fuddruckers, now Red Lobster closes. Yeah. But I mean, if you're taking your baby mama out and you want to break the news to her about your other 2 baby mamas, where are you going to go now? Because Red Lobster's closed.
Especially when you want to class it up a bit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Is this like between that, Fuddruckers, Bennigan's all being gone? Is Cracker Barrel just gaining power? Like,
I don't know. I think Popeye's Chicken might be capitalizing on this. Popeye's or Church's Chicken. I think they're capitalizing on Red Lobster closing. The all-you-can-eat shrimp is gone now.
I don't know. I feel like if it was getting more business, I feel like we would have heard more about more stabbings recently.
Well, that's true. That Red Lobster probably was going down there. There hadn't been any body bags in a while, so I guess they weren't as crowded as they used to be. There hadn't been any paddy wagons double parked down the parking lot. So I guess everything comes to an end. But I mean, you didn't think Red Lobster would. The way this country was going downhill, you thought Red Lobster would be like a 4-star restaurant now in this stupid culture.
Is it still believed that the endless shrimp is what caused their bankruptcy?
That's what they're blaming it on. I mean,
they're blaming it on
fat guys. They're blaming it on that, yeah. They're
poor fat guys is who.
They're blaming it on that. You know, they're trying to not to blame it on the shootings. They're trying to just blame it on all you can eat shrimp. But who knows? I'm sure the shootings played some little tiny thing, you know.
Little column A, little column B, right?
When the pregnant waitresses start asking for extra tips to pay off, that got people started getting a little bit, the 17-year-old pregnant waitresses going around with a hat trying to get tips. Listen, people started going elsewhere.
It's just a pillow. They're good businesswomen. They know what they're doing.
Which you can't blame them, really. Yeah, there you go. And then, of course, the white girls would come in and get bodied like Caitlyn Clark in the middle of the restaurant. So that didn't help anything either. All right, why don't we play this week's game? Were you going to throw another thing in about the Red Lobster?
I know. No. I was just the one white girl I saw at the restaurant fight, the one that got the chair thrown at her and just grabbed it out of air and threw it down like a boss.
Wow.
That's like a year-old video though or something.
What was the restaurant?
I think it was Waffle House.
Oh, there you go. Waffle House. Waffle House.
Okay.
The hillbilly version of Red Lobster, Waffle House. Holy mackerel. So I think it's time to play this week's game.
All right.
You guys ready for this week's game?
Oh,
this week's game is Who's Your Favorite Amputee? Who's your favorite amputee? Here are the four choices. Ooh. Tony Field, Pete Gray, Heather Mills, or Rick Allen. Wait, just in case, Tony Field was a comedian.
Okay.
Back in the 70s, she lost a leg to diabetes, but she would still go on Merv Griffin and sit there with the one leg and start tossing one-liners out with the one leg and creep everybody out. And Pete Gray, of course, was a guy, he played Major League Baseball on one arm for the St. Louis Browns.
See, I remember Jim Abbott. I don't know Pete Gray.
This is back in the 1940s. They made a movie about him. David Carradine played him in a movie. Pete Gray. And then Heather Mills, of course, she was the one-legged woman who married Paul McCartney.
Yeah, nobody likes her.
No, nobody liked her. You know, she gave Yoko a run for the biggest cunt in Beatle universe.
I'd like to see a one-armed guy try to autoerotic asphyxiate himself, though.
And, of course, Rick Allen, who's the one-armed drummer for Def Leppard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be him. Got to be Rick Allen.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But playing Major League Baseball is pretty good, too.
It's impressive, yeah.
Because Jim Abbott threw a no-no.
Yeah, he did.
That's the terminology. I don't watch baseball.
Pete Gray was an outfielder.
Pete
Gray was an outfielder. So he'd have to catch the ball, drop his glove, throw it. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Of course, he played with the St. Louis Browns, who were in last place every year. But still, he played Major League Baseball with one arm. Yeah,
but in the outfield, you have time to see it coming. Jim Abbott had to throw the ball, then because if that came right at his face.
That's true. I didn't put him in there. But the one we agree, it can't be Tony Field, because you can do comedy with one leg. Anybody.
It's kind of... I want to say a crutch, but
but I'd be watching Merv Griffin as a kid, and there'd be a middle-aged woman with one leg cracking jokes like she's Don Rickles, and I was so creeped out. I said, how is this woman have one leg and she's telling jokes on the Merv Griffin show? My mother would say, well, diabetes. And I didn't know what the hell diabetes was. I said, what? She's telling jokes with one leg?
Okay, what is it about having one leg that you think precludes somebody?
It was just creepy. She's just sitting there, and there's only one leg. I don't know.
It does half the legwork for you on stage, though.
I mean, people in wheelchairs are talking in the microphone these days.
And they all have the same exact opener, too. Hey, are you guys ready for some sit-down comedy? I saw two people do that in the same night. And then I suggested that we race them in the parking lot. But
Did Kensil put stink bombs in the wheelchairs? And that wouldn't surprise me. But we agree it can't be Heather Mills, right? I mean, Heather Mills, that's not bad. Have one leg and get a slice of Beatle money. That's not bad either. That's pretty good. But it would have to be Rick Allen, right? Playing drums for Def Leppard with one arm.
But see, I might have misunderstood the question. I think you're asking who's the most impressive amputee. I think of Rick Allen as the coolest amputee.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, who's your favorite amputee? It probably is Rick. I always liked Pete Gray. I was a kid reading about him. I always thought it was fascinating. You could play Major League Baseball with one arm. But I guess we'll go with Rick Allen.
Yeah, just because I know another. Yeah, now that we say there's another baseball player that did it better, we got to go with the drummer.
We do.
Yes.
Last week when I had some of the guys here, we played a game called Who's Your Favorite Homewrecker? And I named some, and Camila Parker Bowles won. Because she became Queen of England after becoming, we had Yoko Ono and Nancy Reagan and June Carter. We went with Camila Parker.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
You're going to be a homewrecker and then become Queen of England, right? You can't beat that. How could you beat that?
That really should be the only way to become royalty at this point, I think. It's not impressive to be royalty anymore. To force your way into a family, get rid of a beloved figure by all.
by an auto accident, right? A car accident. Yeah, you're right. That should be.
That's the only royal family member I respect.
And none of them ever got kicked out either. Only this kid from the Kennedy family got kicked out. He's the only person getting kicked out of families. This poor bastard got kicked out of a family.
The one kicked himself out, but then he's like, oh, no, I still want to, get all the publicity and money and all that stuff. So,
one of them did it?
Harry.
Harry. Yeah, you're right. Well, that wife of his.
Took himself off the map.
Wife,
and the king who married the American divorcee.
Oh, yeah, Edward. But that's right. He had to abdicate the throne. Nowadays, you do anything you want. You don't have to advocate anything.
Yeah, they just rewrite the rules for you.
Prince Andrew, he running around with high school girls, and he's still in there. he's still getting his slice of things. And what the hell? So I was thinking about these protesters on the college campuses, the Palestine. These angry kids, this is why they ought to bring back wet T-shirt contests. Because no college kid was ever mad when they had wet T-shirt contests, ever. When they had mud wrestling, you never saw any protest back in the 80s. The 80s were crude, but there was no anger, there was no protest. Everybody just had a good time. Okay. How do these college kids get so angry? That's amazing. I didn't go to college, but when I was that age, I was so busy getting drunk. What the hell would you be angry about? I didn't follow the news. When I was who would even know what Palestine was when you were that age?
I didn't.
Bring back the wet T-shirts, the strips out to the strip club. These kids did. No, and that's another thing. The music.
They don't drink anymore. I think they need just bring back Keystone Light.
Bring back some good rock bands, dude. They don't have any music. That's why they're pissed off. They're listening to Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez. Then no wonder they're pissed off. There's a BTS. No wonder I'd be mad too. I'd be protesting something too. But
BTS those are the prettiest.
Well, they are. They're prettier than Taylor Swift. Every one of the BTS guys. I can't argue with that. If I had a couple of beers and bang with somebody, not Taylor Swift.
I saw them in that commercial. I was like, I feel a way about this.
Put a wig on him, you think you're with an Asian broad. That'd be awesome. You think you're with an Asian massage girl. That'd be awesome. We were the BTS guys.
I know. Their men are just as pretty, and it's very confusing.
I know. And then they're so pretty, and then they start floating balloons full of shit over your country. And then but damn it, I can't be mad. Look how cute he is.
I know. That's the shit I want rained on me, not fucking fat Kim Jong-un.
But it is amazing how these college kids are so angry. Well, who could be that pissed off at that age? Again, did you even?
You think it is the music? Because I had all the angsty music. That's what I had in my time.
And that was probably cathartic in some way.
Probably.
But I mean, who even followed the news then? The Middle East, you wouldn't even, if somebody come up there when I was 22, I wouldn't know what the hell they were talking about. I was so busy going to the next cake party.
Yeah, I'm trying to finger someone.
Do you think that they're morally obligated not to have fun? Because fun means that, like for an example, Seinfeld said something recently about comedy being too politically correct.
Yeah.
We really need a better spokesperson for that stuff.
The best is when Seinfeld says he refuses to do college campuses. Yeah. He's 70 years old. Nobody on a college campus is looking for him.
Right. But people on college campuses are very sensitive.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous how they all have a stick up their ass. I don't know where they get this from.
So they would see something like a wet T-shirt contest as somebody being victimized. They would see that as assault.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we need to bring it back. I mean, it's ridiculous the way we weren't offended by anything. I remember being 22. You were offended. It was great.
Right.
You weren't offended by anything.
It was like the religious people that were offended back, but now it's the religious ones are like, can't say anything anymore. Yeah.
It's the religion like the Pope. The Pope's saying faggot behind closed doors. The religious ones are having fun.
The Pope was probably drunk.
The Pope's dropping the N-word more than Chris Rock in a special. For God's sake, the Pope is going crazy.
Having a wet robe contest or whatever.
Well, they got with the 10-year-old boys, which we don't want to go into. We don't want a wet.
What do the nuns wear? Habit.
Yeah.
A wet habit contest.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? I have no idea.
The Pope's having the boys having a wet underoos contest, which is not nice. Nobody wants to see that, for God's sakes.
Underoos.
Wet tighty whitey contest, for God's sakes.
And Seinfeld's right. He can't joke about these wet underoo contests anymore.
You can't joke about anything.
I'm tired of joking about grape nuts. I want to talk about wet underoos.
Poor Seinfeld. Yeah. Him and his $1 million, and he's 70 years old and he can't go to a college. Imagine if you had that kind of money, you were 70, why would you want to go to a college campus? Why would you even consider that?
$1 million. He could drop $1 million on the sidewalk and not even notice.
Yeah, meanwhile, the soup Nazis and homeless, he's out on the corner.
Is he?
Wouldn't
be surprised.
It's amazing to me how everything nowadays is legal. When I was a kid, everything, think about it, pot's legal, right? But gambling's legal. Because of Uber, you're allowed to get in cars with strangers. Everything's legal. Everything they told you when you were a kid was no good. Everything's legal now. Is there anything that's taboo now? Everything's. I mean, and yet they're still angry. Yet these teenagers, even though everything's legal, these dummies are still angry. Nothing was legal. We were happy.
They can't have a rebellious phase.
Yeah, that's it. Everything they used to rebel is now accepted.
I guess, but I mean, everything my mother told me not to do, you're allowed to do now.
I actually have a theory about how this is going to negatively affect the Steve Miller Band.
Uh-oh. I got to hear this. We don't get enough Steve Miller Band on this podcast.
I think every generation, all the guys in a generation will get into Steve Miller because of that song, The Joker. He says, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. And I think that was like, listening to that is like, yeah, I know what he's talking about. So,
now everybody's a midnight joker.
now it's accepted.
So what's it? Yeah, I'm a voter. I'm a, I don't know the modern version.
Anything. There's nothing taboo. What are you going? The only thing you do. What is this here?
I'm a mail-in voter.
Yeah, I'm a mail-in voter. I'm secretly supporting Giuliani. Is that what can you be doing to be a rebel nowadays? And I listen to Alex Jones.
I find ways around OnlyFans password.
Hey, did you see that? But just go
of course I
have. This guy was following this woman on OnlyFans. She was just real sexy, but she wouldn't show her face. She'd only show her naked body. And he was sending her money. And then he found out it was his own daughter.
Oh.
So he's in therapy. He had a nervous breakdown because he was jerking off to his own daughter, and the guy's in therapy.
So that should be illegal then. Show the face too. No OnlyFans anonymity.
She was like the unknown comic of OnlyFans girl. She wouldn't show her face. I think she had a bag over. But I think most guys I know, they probably would like jerking off to their daughters. Most of the creeps I know, the creepy comedians I know, they would have no problem jerking off to their own daughter.
So glad you picked the episode with people with no kids to say this.
I think every episode we've had nobody with no kids. I think of all the guests, one person had kids out of the 6 guests. One person had kids.
I hope sons.
No, he might have had daughters, but we won't talk. Here goes the train again to take us to comedy prison. Comedy concentration camp for bad humor. I'm going there for sure. Oh my God, I'm going there for sure. Let me ask you this: these people. These are people I hate. They announce that they're taking a break from Facebook.
Yeah.
But they announce it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much of a whore for attention can you be?
No, don't go.
So, yeah, like I said, you might as well have a sign on your front lawn, Daddy doesn't love me. I mean, what? My ex-girlfriend married somebody else. I mean, what? How do you announce it? I'm taking a break from Facebook. If you're actually taking a break,
it's for the attention.
There's no way I'm not checking the likes on that.
That's the last place you would announce it if you were actually taking a break from Facebook. You're wanting people to beg you to stay on there, right? You're wanting people to come on. Oh, don't leave. Yeah, we need you.
Yeah, that's what
we need. Your insight.
Yeah, we need you. We need your recipes. We need pictures of your kids on the first day of school. Don't leave us. These lunatics who take. The best is, what do you think? What do you think's more obnoxious, the Facebook or the Instagram? Because they're both pretty bad, right?
I'm not familiar with Instagram.
Yeah, well, I only follow the bikini girls, but some people actually follow regular human beings. I don't know.
Facebook at least pretends that the English language still has a chance of making it one day. Like Instagram, it's like we're just going to communicate in pictures. Are we trending towards illiterate again? Is that what's going on?
I am grateful to all the thong girls on Instagram. I really am. I got to say.
TikTok is better for that, though.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok is videos. I need to see them move because the pictures now are probably most likely those AI women. So I need to see them move to confirm that they're real women. I'm stupid enough not to be able to tell the difference between AI and if there's a girl in a thong, I'll go for it, even if it's AI.
Well, then you're lucky enough.
Yeah, I know the giveaway, and I won't tell you because I don't want to ruin that for you.
Okay. I have nothing else in life. I'm hanging on by a thread with the thong girls on Instagram. The only reason I'm not putting a gun in my mouth is the thong girls. So hopefully they'll never take that away.
If they're real, what are they going to do? Say yes to me? What am I?
Did you see where Kobayashi retired? You know Kobayashi?
Yeah, I saw that.
The professional eater? How do you retire if you're a professional eater? Don't you still eat? I mean, you're still having some meals. How do you retire?
Yeah, I don't know. How much do you make from these? I guess he's probably got sponsorship. So he's probably got enough to retire.
Can you imagine a company who's sponsoring a professional? How much publicity do you need? You're sponsoring a professional eater.
Guessing Oscar Mayer. Or...
I mean, I'd rather sponsor a pimp. It seems like it's more legitimate. It's more respectable. Sponsor a carjacker. I mean, a professional eater.
I mean,
then he wants to spend more time with his family. Do you think his family's embarrassed by him? They don't want him spending more time? I mean, you're a professional eater, for Christ's sake. Competitive eater. That's what they call themselves, competitive eater.
Yeah.
And how frightening is it there's actually enough contests that you can be a professional competitive eater? There's actually enough work? I can't get enough comedy work. This guy's getting professional eating work.
I mean, I think that sounds like the dream career. I love eating. To get paid to do it?
I don't know. It sounds pretty horrifying.
How do you get to the professional level?
That's something I don't understand. What is there like a minor league? You start out, we're just eating a couple of hot dogs. Next week we're gonna increase it each day, and a little bit of ice cream. Then we bump it up for you. How do you? I don't know how you get to that level either. Is there like a farm team where you're waiting down there? Hey, I'm having a good year. I can't believe they're not calling me up.
Maybe there's a combine and everyone just goes to Old Country Buffet.
Exactly.
I just love the idea of just shoving food in my face and no one's allowed to talk to me at that time. That's how I eat anyway. If I could get a sponsorship deal out of it.
Wait, remember Wing Bowl here in Philadelphia?
I never actually went.
No, I never went to Wing Bowl either. I was always hoping that somebody would drop dead at Wing Bowl. That would have been awesome if somebody would have died at Wing Bowl.
I know a guy that did it. He's in better shape than everybody else I know.
Wow. My favorite were the stories about somebody would bring their fat friend. Oh, he's going to, and the guy couldn't do it, and he'd be almost hospitalized. Yeah. They're just, he's fat. He'll be able to do it. He'll be able to eat all these wings. The guy be like,
yeah, Kobayashi has an 8-pack. That guy is in shape.
Kobayashi's not out of shape at all. That's the best part, but I don't know how you retire. That's the funniest thing. He's announcing his retirement, like he's Pele, like he did something. No, I'm gonna have my routine. He's Wayne Gretzky. The Wayne Gretzky of eating is hanging it up. People. I don't know. This is an insane culture.
I'm jealous. That's just me, though.
How do you think he manages the lack of girth?
I don't understand that either. How, when you can be in that kind of shape, you can hold that food. It makes no sense.
I mean, Does he not eat for a month afterward?
I'd love to know.
I've never approached that level of build, so I don't know if you can control this. Like mine just jiggles on its own. He can actually control the movement of his midsection to economize the food in there. I don't know.
Holy Hannah. I have no idea.
It's a science. See, there's so much more that goes into just eating.
So I was talking about how everything's legal. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the war on drugs.
Oh yeah, sure.
The war on drugs. We didn't make out too well on that. America didn't say the America and the war on drugs are like the Polish army. We didn't have a lot of victories. We didn't have a lot of victories. We're sort of like the Cleveland Browns. It has been decades since we won a big game in the war on drugs. I mean, you talk about losing a war. Everybody's stoned. Everybody's got a medicine cabinet full of pills.
Yeah, well, I mean, what can clean living offer over? What's the sales pitch?
But I mean, it was a disaster. We lost that thing we like the Patriots in the '85 Super Bowl. We just got blown out in the war on drugs. It's just
you get to live longer, sober. No thanks.
Just got blown out by people from Chicago.
Yeah,
exactly. Pretty much. But the war on nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. You don't want to dwell on a loss, I guess. But it's unbelievable. The war on drugs, what a failure the war on drugs was.
Yeah, it wasn't a success.
No.
I don't know anything that was a bigger failure. Maybe New Coke was a bigger failure than the war on drugs.
Should we have someone hotter than Nancy Reagan maybe pitching the don't say, just say no? That's part of it.
You got Nancy Reagan standing up there who nobody likes, saying, don't do that. You look. And I think Reagan was popping pills when she was talking. So, she probably was the last one to be the spokesman. You're right. They should have had like a Kardashian or some kind of somebody hot. You're right.
Yeah, you got plenty of 80s hots. Yeah.
Yeah. They should have had the Phoebe Cates. They should have had Phoebe Cates on there saying, "Don't." That people might have went along with that. Nobody's gone along with Nancy Reagan.
Boom, boom, and then just to
say no.
Yeah.
Now damn it, they missed their calling. You guys see what is a Beetlejuice sequel?
I did.
Sequel to Beetlejuice. It's kind of different, this one, though. And this Beetlejuice comes back, and he sees Winona Ryder shoplifting and Alec Baldwin killing somebody, and he runs off in terror. Oh, it's a little bit different. Wouldn't it be a lot funnier if they actually incorporated that into the movie Winona's? And remember the guy Jeffrey Jones who was in that movie? He got locked up for child porn.
Oof.
Beetlejuice is the most respectable person in the whole movie.
True, yeah.
It's Beetlejuice. It would be a way more interesting sequel to me if they incorporated the real stuff.
Yeah, trade Beetlejuice in the real world. Put them on that little dollhouse or whatever.
Baldwin's killing people and Winona's stealing everything. Then I might go to see it. I might actually leave the house if they were actually going to have the real instead of this fantasy thing. Michael did.
Are they ever going to release that Alec Baldwin movie? I still don't know the answer.
I don't know. It's hilarious that he was trying to finish it. I don't know if he, but it was something. Somebody's dead. Why would you
they
keep
kind of
going?
have to, right? They have to make it for some. Like, if I'm killed on a movie set, that movie needs to be made. I'm sorry.
Right.
Well, they finished The Crow, didn't they? When Brandon Lee got killed, they finished The Crow. And I think they finished The Twilight Zone when Vic Morrow got killed. So I guess that's the rule now. When you get killed, keep moving.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll come out the day Pete Townshend's book comes out.
Didn't his book come out?
No, not the one he said he was writing.
Oh,
See the
one
child
about
porn guy?
Child, that's right. He was doing research. That's right. He was doing research.
So if you get caught up in a lie like that, you kind of have to write the book now, right? Otherwise, it's like, I think he might have just been watching.
That should have been an 8-volume.
You think somebody would have held, hey, Pete, where's the book? You said you were researching for the child. That is funny. How did he get away with that? That's amazing that he got away with that, Pete Townsend. That's. I guess when you make enough good songs, they let you go.
Yeah, he wrote some too.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Pete Townsend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Keith Richards was like, I guess that's what it is. You write enough good songs, they let you go. That's what happened with Puff Daddy. Most of his songs sucked, and they're locking him up. He had better music, and he got away with that.
It's true. Yeah.
Puff Daddy, he didn't think about it. He didn't have his thing down. So what do you guys? How about this? What do you guys think about the southern border? All the illegal immigrants coming over. My feeling is, my feeling is, why don't they just put up a toll booth so we can make some money out of it? Put up a toll booth. Some kind of thing where we make money out of it. I don't understand. You got to pay your way. They're coming in anyway. Put up a toll booth, or put an easy pass on everybody so they had to automatically pay. Just come in for free.
Wait, the vaccine didn't put an easy pass in us already, or?
Well, see, now you're going to get kicked out of the Kennedy family for saying that. They're not going to let you come to Hyannisport with that kind of talk.
No, man.
No, but I mean,
hang out with any
they're
Shrivers.
coming in anyway. We might as well get some money out of it. We might as well get something out of it. They're coming over the border anyway, when they're strengthening the country.
I'm over it. The second they said that aliens existed, I've stopped caring about earthly borders or anything like that anyway.
Aliens exist. We ever going to see these aliens? Are we ever going to see these aliens that they say exist? Are we ever actually going to see
No,
them?
because they see us fighting over our borders and they're like, we're not showing them where fucking Mars starts.
Yeah, be a family of Mexicans trying to get across. Next thing you know, people from Guatemala coming through with a suitcase. Yeah, you're right. I don't blame them all. We don't want them up here.
Exactly.
The Martians are even nastier than the Pope. But God knows what they're saying behind closed doors. Martians are saying faggot behind closed doors too. I think not just the. Another thing I want to talk about: people who in 2024 are still coming down with COVID. What kind of attention whore do you have to be? You're still getting COVID in 2024. That. You know it's not COVID, it's a cold, but they're calling it COVID. I mean, anybody, what a pain in the ass somebody doesn't have COVID in 2024.
We've probably all got it like 7 times this year alone and just don't care anymore.
You know you're a drama queen if you're going on to, Facebook and announcing I have COVID in 2024. You know. I know. You know what an attention whore you are to say that? To announce that you have COVID nowadays? It's absurd. You know you don't have COVID.
Get over it. Yeah, so you can't smell for a week. Most things are unpleasant smelling anyway. Consider it a vacation from one of your senses.
Have you guys had it?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I did, I didn't know it. It wasn't strong enough for me to notice. I didn't feel sick. So I didn't
feel sick. I just, honestly, it was smell, and the only reason I noticed is because chapstick hit a bit differently than it normally did.
Wow.
And that's, oh, shit. Okay. I might have this thing. I just did a show with 12 other comics last night.
Oh, boy.
Probably need to put something out there.
And I didn't, and I never took a test, so I don't know if I ever had it or not. And I didn't die, so I guess I didn't have it too bad of a case if I had it. This is why you're a drama queen.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're announcing on the social media, announcing.
I had to. Yeah.
At this point, it's a bug. It's not so much.
Exactly. You have the sniffles at this point. You're on the Facebook. Oh my God, I'm quarantining.
I know.
I only quarantine because I'm antisocial, the old-fashioned way, not for COVID. quarantine.
Really though, how great a period was that? I know we lost a lot of folks, but how great a period was that? It was a golden age of getting out of things.
Oh, absolutely! You didn't have to go to anything. Oh, right. I might have. Yeah, I had the sniffles. I can't go to your wedding.
The roads were so pleasant.
Oh, it was unbelievable. There was nobody on the road.
Yeah, but would you want to go to say, I'm having a 3-year-old from a birthday party for my 3-year-old? Oh man, as much as I love birthday parties for 3-year-olds,
I just tested positive.
Yep.
Oh, but christening, I can't make it.
And no children aren't tall enough to catch it because according to restaurants, you can only catch it when you're up here and not down here. That's why if you're walking around, you need a mask. If you're sitting, you're good. So technically children are immune from it because they only come up to here. But still, I could kill them by breathing the same air as them.
Yeah, that was a great way to get out of things. There's no question.
I finally watched The Sopranos.
Yeah.
It was,
I just got to do it the old-fashioned way and ignore the request. I'm just got to hide. I'm old-fashioned.
I'm going with swine flu when people ask me now. I think that's the new one.
I tell people I have diphtheria, so I can't come over.
Yeah.
I have the consumption. I can't make it. No, I quarantine for the old-fashioned reason. I have no friends. The old-fashioned quarantine reason.
I legitimately loved it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with doing it like every couple years.
Yeah, and I didn't even follow any rules. I was out every day. I didn't keep any 6 feet. I did wear a mask because you had to, but anything else, I didn't wipe down my groceries like people were doing. I didn't do any of that. No, I just, whatever. I figured maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't.
You didn't wipe down your groceries.
If I wanted to get a stage, I just went
groceries.
Yeah.
Oh.
You thought I said rosaries?
Yes, I thought that was an odd.
Rosaries.
I didn't realize that's what people were doing.
We're getting back to the Pope again.
Yeah.
Pope, I tried to wipe him down, and Pope called me a faggot for wiping down my rosaries.
And if we wanted to hit a stage, we could just go to Delaware because apparently they never knew about the quarantine.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
I did all my performing in Delaware.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Did you guys do any Zoom shows?
I couldn't.
No, I didn't want to. I did 2 outdoor drive-in shows where the people were sitting in their cars and instead of laughing, they honked the horn and they liked the joke.
Oh my God!
That was actually fun. People honking the horns.
That sounds obnoxious.
No, it was actually fun. I enjoyed it. I was anxious to get out of the house and perform.
But you got to be on a stage. You got to,
yeah, it was cool. We're outdoors in like a drive-in movie. Then they had the big screen where you were projected up on the screen, and it was pretty neat. Yeah. That was pretty cool. I'd do that again now. I wouldn't wait for a pandemic. I'd do it now. What the hell? I'd do it again. I want to talk about deep fake porn. People are against this deep fake. I would love it. If somebody put my face on somebody's body in a porno, I would love it. I don't know why people are upset about it. When you like that, have your head on a body?
I mean, on that, when you say it like that, like I'm pretty sure whoever's in the video is doing it better than I would.
Exactly.
So my competence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd love it if they put my head on a black porno star with a gigantic slot. I would feel great.
Well, that one, would they have to do any filtering to make anyone blend in? Because that might be a problem.
Wow, you can get paid. I would love it if somebody put my head on a body like that. I'd be sharing it. I wouldn't be suing. I'd be sharing.
But I'm saying you wouldn't be. Yeah, your head with its current color on the. Or would they have to do anything to match the colors? Because that might be a problem.
Fine. And a picture with me with my hat still on. that would be awesome. Anybody out there that's deep fake porn, please take my headshot off the internet and put it on a body. That would be awesome.
But here's what I'm picturing: that headshot. Just there, you know what I mean?
No, they do. They get the face. The face they deep fake on can do the same expressions that the real face is doing.
I'm sure they can, but I imagine them not doing that with what Ed's asking them to do.
Oh.
No, I would love it.
What if they just wore an Ed McGonigal mask?
That would probably get me more work than my regular comedy video does. I would probably get some closing spots. Screw that thing. Because God couldn't give me any less work, I'll tell you that. I couldn't give any less work than my video gets me. Yeah. So I would love it. Please, anybody out there, any pornographers, anybody with no morals, put my head on a body, please.
So anyone on the internet, yeah.
It would be awesome. See me banging Stormy Daniels in some video, that would be awesome.
If it was on Trump's body, do you want Trump's body or you want like a jacked porn star?
A really good porn star. And then, or they could put me on guy action and have the Pope walk in and call me a faggot while I'm banging. That would be hilarious. And then Jason Kelsey's wife comes in and starts yelling something. That would be that.
Tied it all together.
That's
Yeah.
that's a movie.
Like a Seinfeld.
That would be better than The Godfather. That would be awesome. Put me in a deep fake. I don't know if you guys follow the NBA that well.
Yeah.
I don't.
This Bronny James. This is ridiculous. LeBron James' son. He's going to get drafted in the first round just because he's LeBron James' son. This is the typical, your father's the CEO of a company and you're getting, it's ridiculous. The kid, he doesn't belong in the NBA.
Well, yeah, he's like a 53rd ranked player in the draft, but he already skipped workouts for like 8 teams of 10 that asked him to practice.
Literally, you could go down a playground and grab anybody. They're better than Bronny James. He's going to get drafted in the NBA. There are kids at home shooting at the puff basketball in the back of the bedroom door who are better than Bronny James, and he's going to get drafted. My prediction, he's going to be the Frank Sinatra Jr. of basketball, this kid. He's going to be awful. But he's going to have a career, I guess, because he's LeBron, and LeBron wants to play with him. So people are thinking, well, if you draft him, LeBron will come to your team, which...
So do you hope he's a Sixer?
No. I guarantee, what would be funny if somebody drafts him, and then LeBron goes there, and then LeBron blows out his ACL, and he can't play anyway. Now you're stuck with young LeBron. That would be hilarious. I'm rooting for that more than I'm rooting for the deep fake porn.
Yeah, that might be funnier than the Aaron Rodgers injury.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, that was the best. The Jets fans.
We have a franchise quarterback for the first time since Joe Namath. If you went to the bathroom, you missed the entire Aaron Rodgers era with the New York Jets. Absolutely hilarious. The only way it's funny is if he gets hurt again this year. That would really be a riot. I think it's funnier if he plays it because he used all that downtime to just show us how annoying he really is.
Yeah,
he's just RFK, and his family kicked him out too.
And Dave had the great joke about him being considered as RFK's vice president.
Because RFK Jr. considered Aaron Rodgers as his vice president, which is insane because you never team up a Kennedy with a guy that can hit a moving target with such precision.
And then you had the other joke about it. He felt safer.
Is this me?
Yeah, it was you. You don't remember you said, what does that say? Aaron Rodgers feels safer standing next to a Kennedy than he does behind the Jets offensive line?
That wasn't me.
That was you.
It was not me.
Well, who said that, Jimmy?
I don't know.
I swear I thought that was you.
I'll take credit for it.
All right.
If we're handing out credit, I'll take it.
I forget who it was said that. I thought it was, I apologize. That's a great joke, but I thought it was you. Okay. All right, well,
shout out to that guy.
Now I'm probably going to get sued by this guy. Whoever's joking is, I apologize. It's a great joke. That's a classic joke. I know I was heartbroken. You guys probably were too to hear that it looks like Ben Affleck and JLo were going to break up again.
Oh.
Who could have seen this coming? Who could have seen that this would happen?
I thought they walked it back again.
JLo, what is she going to do? She's going to marry Newman from Seinfeld next. What is she? She's going to run out of guys. But this is ridiculous.
Your turn's coming up, Ed.
Eventually, every loser in showbiz gets to bang Jennifer Lopez. I'm staying there with a ticket. I'm way down the list.
Yeah, she still got it though. She's keeping it tight. So
yeah, she's a beautiful gal.
Good on her for keeping that. Yeah,
me and Brian Dunkelman, we're next. I think we're going to be. No, but she looks great, but and obviously she does all that work on her body and none on her brain because it's amazing. She's like Zsa Zsa Gabor with a big brown ass that she's always getting divorced like this. This is ridiculous. And Affleck, he's some piece of work too. You don't know that this. You actually think this is going to work out? You're marrying. Why didn't they just bang? Why did they have to get married? Because they knew they were going to break up. So why did they?
Are they just trying to get a ring for each finger? Because he's buddies with Tom Brady? He wants to have as many rings on his finger as Brady?
I liked the two of them together because it kept them out of movie studios, kept them away from the movie cameras when they were banging, then they couldn't make bad movies. That was the only thing I liked.
I thought when you put them together, they make Gigli or whatever.
Oh, they did make that horrible
Gigli,
movie. Good Lord.
Affleck's not a bad director.
No, he made a couple of good movies. The Town was good, and what was the other one? Argo.
Yeah, he directed all these.
Yeah, they were pretty good, but he also directed his life into the toilet, apparently.
He did the Michael Jordan movie, too. Yeah.
Oh, did he direct that, too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I didn't see that. I bet that was good. Yeah, okay, I want to see that. Well, okay. I saw Mike Tyson had an ulcer attack on a plane. Did you see that, Mike Tyson?
Is that what that was?
He had a big ulcer. If you were on a plane, and Mike Tyson would how much would you run to not be the person who had to give Mike Tyson mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? how long would you hide in the bathroom so you weren't the guy who had to give Mike Tyson a mouth-to-mouth? Can you imagine? Could you imagine anything worse than that? Than Mike's giving Mike aid? Who knows CPR?
Him not paying me for giving
Help! I'm having an attack.
Yeah, if I had to choose between Mike Tyson and some bum, I'm like, yeah, it's Mike. I want the guy that can pay me for it.
Yeah, and you have the story.
Exactly. And if he, resurrected to murder one of the Paul brothers, I'd be like, couldn't have done that without me.
Now the Paul brother who was supposed to fight Tyson, he's saying, well, if Mike can't make the fight, I'll fight my brother. Who wants to see them two idiots fight each other? The whole point was seeing one of them fight Mike Tyson. Not fight each other.
I mean, if the Jumbotron fell.
Well, now you got a point. That's a good thing.
Silver lining, yeah.
All these people taking Ozempic. There's diabetes kids who can't get medicine because these dopey housewives want to be skinny, look good in swimsuit season. And imagine if you had a kid who had diabetes, you couldn't get the medicine because all these narcissistic broads are shooting Ozempic into themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a good reaction.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fan of Ozempic.
You're not a fan.
I'm in his boat in that. I prefer them with a little more gut.
But you're right. That's why I'm saying I'm not a fan of that either. It should stay for the sick kids. It shouldn't be for the dummies who want to just get fat or get skinny.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. The kids, but chubby women.
Yes.
So then everybody wins. The kids get the medicine, and you guys get your chubby boys. So everybody, I forgot I was with two famous chubby chasers. I could have made that the whole podcast. How did I forget that? I don't believe I forgot that we could have did a chubby chaser hour. Oh my, we had to go to part 2 when we talk about chubby chasers. And who's the favorite fat broad? Holy mackerel. Melissa McCarthy. You guys into Melissa McCarthy, or she's too big?
She's not. It's not a size thing. It's just she's not. She's just ordinary. She's like
late stages. Kirstie Alley.
Oh, Kirstie.
I like Kirstie Alley too, but she just kept getting better and crazier too.
Late stages, Kirstie. That's funny. Who else was a big famous one?
Well, Adele was fantastic.
Adele, and until she.
Kelly Clarkson.
That's right.
What was that girl? Katie Mixon, who was on some TV.
Eastbound and Down. Yeah. And she's getting bigger too, and it's. Great.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's getting bigger. She was on Mike and Molly, and then she had another show. Yeah. I haven't seen her in a while, but she was one of those. And what was the one you always liked? Sarah Rue? Sarah Rue. I remember you talking about Sarah Rue.
Yeah, I liked her. Forgot what show she was on, but
Sarah Rue.
Something on CBS.
Was that wasn't she on like Big Bang Theory or something?
Possibly, but she used to be.
She was in a couple shows.
Yeah, she's Zempic down though, didn't she? Her, Rebel Wilson. She's Zempic.
Rebel Wilson.
Are we calling it Zempic yet?
Ruined herself.
She got the Zempic.
She zemped herself on.
Yeah.
Zemped herself off the radar.
Zemped herself unfuckable.
Well, we got the Olympics in Paris this summer. I don't know about you. I'm hoping the Germans win a shitload of medals because every time they play the German national anthem, all the French officials are going to surrender right there in the medal stand. I'm praying for Germany to do well with this. That would be so awesome.
What are we doing? Summer? Is it?
Summer
it's a 4-year
Olympics in Paris. Where do you see the protesters? Where do you see the lunatic protesters at this thing? They won't be able to have any events.
They're not allowed to shoot people in Paris?
Paris, they don't shoot anybody. They surrender.
Where can you shoot people?
They surrendered after October 7th. They saw Israel getting attacked. They surrendered. They always surrender. Paris, they don't.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard nothing about this Olympics. I don't even know who the USA basketball team is. Bronny. Is it Bronny?
Joel Embiid's playing.
Yeah, what the hell? Look, I love the dude, but be Cameroonian, be proud, or whatever.
I guess he figures he's going to get hurt anyway. They might as well let him go play in the Olympics. If he's sitting home, he'd probably get hurt. So what the hell's the difference? They might as well let him go. If he's opening a can of soup, he's out for 6 weeks. So you might as well go let him play, I guess.
I guess Bronny has to be on Team USA, too.
I'm sure Bronny will be there in some capacity, you would hope. And then the chick who knocked over Caitlyn Clark, she's got to be there. The chick who bodied Caitlyn Clark.
Well, for wrestling or for basketball?
Yeah, she might be there for the wrestling. For the
power bomb some little twink French chick.
Little Asian broad, throw an Asian broad across the thing. Well, we did a little over an hour, and I guess we can wrap it up. I want to thank my guest, Steve, the Rees podcast?
The Rees Company.
The Rees Company podcast. And the Weekday Comics, Dave Primiano. Right. I thank both of you guys for being here. I always love your sense of humor. And as I said last week, if there's any comedy bookers out there, it wouldn't kill you to book Ed McGonigal. That's all I'm saying. It wouldn't kill you if you book me once in a while. But that's up to you. It wouldn't kill you. And I'm not too proud to beg. It wouldn't kill you. That's all I'm saying. Wouldn't kill you. Thanks. We'll see you in a couple of weeks for the next episode. Thanks to the great Jim Corhan and Mike O'Donnell. Thanks.
Comedy Train.